Hello, welcome to another GoldMine 101, our regular series of short presentations giving you hints and tips for getting the most out of GoldMine CRM. And in this session, we're going to cover how to get some AI, artificial intelligence, into your GoldMine. Specifically, launching powerful searches from GoldMine and leveraging some popular AI tools out there and getting some really useful background information on companies and contacts in your database. So imagine a scenario where you've just got a new inquiry, a new lead, and you want to get some, of course, you want to get some background information on that person, maybe before you call them, to help you with your first contact, your call. You want to find out about their marketplace, their activities, and more details about their organization. So in this session, we're going to show you how to leverage a built-in feature that you may not know too much about right now. So hello, I'm Tim Wilmot, and my company, Wizard Systems, we're a specialist CRM systems supplier, solutions provider, who help out small and mid-sized companies improve their sales productivity, marketing, and customer service through the use of simple and affordable solutions like GoldMine. Now, the audio part of this call is one way only. If you've got a question about what I'm going on about, pop that into the question section on your meeting control panel, and I'll do my best to answer that at the end. Also at the end, I'll give you an update on any GoldMine news we've got for you as of early February 2025. Just a quick mention about Wizard Systems. I know many of you on the call right now will be aware of us, but we are we're a long-standing supplier of GoldMine CRM. We've been implementing and supporting GoldMine for many years now. As a leading CRM solutions provider, we actually offer various CRM systems. We're not just a one product company, not just GoldMine. And the key benefit of that as a multi-solution, a multi-vendor provider is the ability to, as your situation changes there, we can recommend other solutions to you. But with experience across all these major solutions, our team's got the kind of know-how to guide our customers through selecting the best software, the best solution for their requirements. But as regards GoldMine, as I say, we've been doing this a long time. We're a one-stop shop, and we can provide you with the product and upgrades and add-ons to GoldMine, training, and all the ongoing support as well. Okay, let's dive in then and use some AI. Right, let's go to an example GoldMine record that you GoldMine users will be familiar with the screen layout here. So imagine this is a new inquiry, a new lead. I've just typed in here a Virgin Media contact, and we've got the details there. And I'm about to phone this person or meet with first call, first contact. And yeah, of course, I can ask those questions on the call, who are you? What's your job role? Blah, 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 blah. But wouldn't it be nice that I'm kind of a little bit more prepared for that first call and use some of these freely available AI tools out there? So I'm going to use a built-in feature of GoldMine called the online search feature. Got a little button for it there up on my GoldMine toolbar, but you can also launch it from the web menu here, and there you are, search online. It's been in GoldMine for a long time. You'll be forgiven if you haven't used it or haven't spotted this before, but it's quite a nice configurable searchy thing in GoldMine, where you decide what web application or web resource you're going to use for that search, and what parameters, what things in GoldMine against your contact record you're going to pass over to that search. So I've got a few examples here just to kind of whet your appetite. Now I'm using, for this little demo, an AI resource called Perplexity. You may be familiar with it if you're using things like ChatGPT and Claude and so on. So Perplexity is another one. And it's all about, as you may know, with AI, it's all about the input and the quality of data that you're putting into it. Back to the old adage, rubbish in, rubbish out. Well, I've got a few examples here of searches. So each of these lines in this window here is going to launch a particular search, taking data from my newly created contact record in GoldMine. So I've done my search online. First one there, do a search, give me some background information on this company and this particular contact. Now you can toggle this window into two halves. Down the bottom half, you'll see what I'm going to pass over to, in this example, Perplexity. Now I could just double click here, or I could click on this little search button there. And this will launch my browser or a new tab in the browser. And there we are. You can see it's pasted over the information into Perplexity, or plex.it for short. I'm using the free version here. I'll show you in a minute the paid version, which has got a few extra bells and whistles in it. But you might think that's some quite useful information. Yeah, you can do your searches, your Google search. In fact, you can launch a Google search within the search online feature. It's going to save you time, and it could, it's a useful thing to be part of your workflow for anyone in your organization that's handling new inquiries. You put your lead into GoldMine and then initiate these searches. And maybe the sequence, maybe the order of, you can decide what order these are. That might be part of your workflow. For step 1, search for this. Step 2, search for that. Step 3, search for something else. All right. So that was an example of a company contact search. Maybe I want to find out, so I sell CRM. What uses could this company have of a CRM system? So Perplex is going to go off and find out a bit more information. Maybe might just give perhaps a more inexperienced salesperson that may not be too familiar with your products and services, may not be too familiar with the client. Just some pointers there on key things I could concentrate on initial contact with that new lead, that new inquiry. All right, and as always, these AI tools give you some follow-up questions as well. Let's just do one more. Well, I've got one there, financial data, other contacts as well, but financial data might be a good one. That's important for you to know the financial standing of that company. So there we are, Virgin Media, part of Virgin Media O2, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so we get some useful background information on there, how profitable are the turnover, and so on. Going back to my first session. So this is the free version of Perplexity. If you use the paid version, or the pro version as it's called, so there's my same search that I passed over from GoldMine, more info on Virgin Media and that particular person. You've got here, you can actually, Perplexity includes a component of DeepSeek with data hosted in the US, not China. So you've got some additional options there. And it does give you a little bit more information. For example, if I browse, if I scroll down here, it's found a better email. Well, it's found the correct email address for me. So I had it in there as Virgin Media attempts to contact Patricia Virgin may fail due to domain changes post merger. So it's giving you some useful information there and backing up your data quality if you've put it in wrong. So there you are then. an example of using that searching feature in GoldMine, and it's very easy to tweak it. So you go to this search online thing, and then you click on this little set square icon there. That allows you to go to the properties of this iSearch.ini. And basically, it's launching Notepad here, and in a very simple structured format, you'll be able to see here the kind of format, the layout that GoldMine is using in this iSearch.ini, this configuration file. These INI files are used quite a lot in GoldMine, and this is the iSearch.ini. So this section here, do you see perplexity, company and contact search? That's that top one with the section, the section corporate search. And it's saying, what's the URL I'm going to launch here if I click on that button, and what data am I going to pass over to it? Bear in mind, think about your input, all right? It's quite critical to it if you want to tweak those searches to read, to refine the kind of output, the kind of outcome that you want from that initial search. So you will find in your own iSearch.ini, if you go into it after seeing this, you will see some, maybe some quite old web resources mentioned, like MapQuest, for example. I don't think that's going. Does anyone use Yellow Pages anymore? Down here, Yahoo. Maybe not many people use Yahoo anymore. But you can, if you look at the syntax, you can pretty much work out how it goes. Wizard Assistants would be more than happy in trying to help you out here to configure a kind of real powerful searching engine for you. And it's amazing what these search engines, particularly the pro versions of these applications, what data they can pull off to really help you with your selling and customer service and marketing as well. Right, there you are. A simple AI-inspired search launch from GoldMine using the built-in Search Online feature there. Right, so if you've got any questions on this feature, I'd be more than happy in answering that for you. Right, first question from Ali. We have a company subscription, I guess, to ChatGPT. I guess it'll work with that. Yes, you got to think about. So with my free Perplexity one, that required no login. It's like an alternate browser searching thing that you might use Google for. So it didn't require a login. But if you've got a subscription, then you're going to have to have that already launched or logged in on your server or your PC to do that. Or you might need to use some more integration using the API. A lot of these searching features have an API. GoldMine's got an API. So that's a way of these two things talking to each other and passing information from GoldMine to the AI application. Matt, how do we maintain data accuracy when using AI generated information? Well, you've got to make sure you've got a good quality data in GoldMine, and also continuous learning systems that improve accuracy. You just got to check what kind of results they're going to get back for you. Check those data sources, and check everything before you enter the data into GoldMine as well. It's all about with that company name search, for example. You want to make sure that you put in the company. Something like Virgin Media, there could be lots of Virgin subsidiaries, so you want to make sure you get in that data as much as possible. Next question from Eva: what's the implementation process for for integrating AI search with our existing GoldMine CRM workflows? Well, you've got to think about what kind of searches you want to do. What's the appropriate search resource for that? There's lots out there: ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, and so on. Many. Well, there's probably about a dozen options out there. Those are probably some of the most popular ones as of February. I mean, it's a constantly changing marketplace. I'm sure every week there's something new coming out. You've got to think about permission and access levels. You want to test things as well, maybe with historical stuff you've got in GoldMine already. For more advanced searches, integrations, we've got the API, and you got to look at your input methodology, if I could call it that. What's the question that you're going to ask? The more information you can give these AI things, the better quality information or things that you're gonna get back. Howard, not use any AI so far, but how to get that link into GoldMine? It's the web search feature, Howard. And if you look at you look at the recording of this, you'll see what goes in there. But yeah, just think about what kind of question, depending on where you're at in the sales cycle. I've given an example of a sales lead there. What are you going to ask these AI tools out there to give you some background information? Right, I don't think there's any more questions. Thanks very much, the four of you there. Okay, right, latest news as of February 2025. We are on. Latest release of GoldMine is 2024.4. There is a 2025.1 release going through beta at the moment. We'll let you know about that in due course. Do you fancy any GoldMine training there? Many of our clients are all over the world, so it wouldn't be feasible to visit you on site. But if you want some online training, then please consider short, sharp, online focused training sessions with us. We can tailor the session for you. If you want some more advanced training or marketing or configuration or admin training, then please contact any of us at Wiz Assistant. Be happy to organize a tailored training session for you. And future suggestions, please, for other topics that we can handle in our GoldMine 101 sessions. Please contact me or any of us at Wiz Assistants. We'd be happy to consider it. So there's our contact details there, where we post information out there, keeping you up to date with what's happening on the GoldMine scene and CRM generally. Thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll catch up with you in the not too distant future and cover another GoldMine topic for you. Thanks very much indeed. Bye-bye.